Hi, welcome to TeckWrap channel. I'm Glory, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this shirt using HTV sublimation, sublimation paper, and sublimation tape from TeckWrap. Let me tell you a little bit about each product before we start. First, we have the Sublimation HTV. It's designed as an alternative that allows you to achieve sublimation results on a variety of items that are not designed for sublimation. It works well with light and dark fabric. Next, we have the TeckWrap Sublimation paper. It's a special kind of coated paper that helps transfer your design to a sublimation product, and it can only be printed with sublimation ink. And last but not least, we have the Sublimation heat tape. It helps your design to stay in place while you press your item. It is high heat resistance, strong adhesion, and residue-free removal. With anything else to say, let's get started. I'm here on Celu Studio and I'm going to change the media size to the size of my sublimation paper. Now I'm going to upload the design that I'm going to be using for today's project. I'm going to change the size of my design to 7 inches because I'm working on a shirt of size youth. Let's arrange the design on the cutting area. And now let's add an offset to our design. The offset is the one that we're going to be cutting on the HTV sublimation. I'm going to leave the distance of the offset on 60. And now let's separate the design that we're going to print on the sublimation paper and the offset that we're going to cut on the HTV sublimation. Remember to flip your design horizontally when you are working with HTV. Once all of that is done, I'm going to send to cut, and I'm going to be using these settings over here to cut my HTV sublimation. Now I'm going to be cutting the HTV for sublimation so I can paste it on the mat and we can cut our design. Here we can see the instructions of our HTV sublimation and also of the sublimation paper. And here are the heat transfer settings for the different types of items. And here I have my piece of sublimation HTV. Remember to place the glossy side facing down on the cutting mat. Now let's send to cut. Now I have my sublimation paper over here. I'm going to put it on my sublimation printer to print our design. Now let's do the weeding process for our sublimation HTV so we can press it on our shirt. I feel like this HTV is more thicker than the regular ones, so it's a little hard to take it off. Now that I have my piece of HTV, I'm going to press it on the shirt. I already have my shirt over here on my heat press, and I'm going to put the HTV design in the middle. Now I'm going to be using the sublimation tape to secure my design. And now let's press it. Now let's remove the film. Very careful. And now that we have our HTV ready, let's place our sublimation paper. I cut it this way so it's more easy for me to place it down and don't miss any part of the design. Now I'm going to do the same with my tape. Before we press our design on the sublimation paper, we have to put our heat press on 365 degrees for 60 seconds. So we have to change the temperature and the time, and then we do the press. Now that we have our heat press ready with the new time and temperature, I'm going to press the sublimation paper. And let's see how it turns out. And here's the result of this beautiful shirt using HTV sublimation from TeckWrap, sublimation paper also from TeckWrap, and using the sublimation tape. If you liked today's project, leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Bye!